Welcome back. You're watching AM 4 away from 9. In the cyber world, 17-year-old Jackson Henry is known as a white hat or an ethical hacker. At the age of 15, he gained recognition from the United Nations for discovering a flaw in their computer system that exposed thousands of UN staff records. Well, now Jackson is using his hacking skills to help small businesses with their cyber security. Jackson Henry joins us now live from Sydney. Hey Jackson, thanks so much for being with us. I understand you're still at school and you have some school commitments today.
Yeah, last final exam, so that's very exciting. But thank you for having me on. I'd much rather be here than studying, so thank you.
At 15, hacking into the UN, how did that come about?
Big move.
Yeah, look, they operate a vulnerability disclosure program, which essentially invites security researchers, invites hackers to poke around at their systems. So, look, that invitation-only program was appealing, of course, and with a few others, had a poke around, and with no expectations, just sort of was curious and had a poke, and found some issues that, look, if exploited by malicious hackers, could have, led to some sort of adverse attention for them, and data leaked. So that was certainly a good thing.
So there's obviously goodies and baddies when it comes to hacking. You're on the goodies side as an ethical hacker. But did you just teach yourself this stuff, or is there like a hacking community where you're sharing information?
Yeah, look, certainly the ethical hacker community is strong, and they're committed to sort of teaching others. And there's a strong community there, especially within Australia and New Zealand. But look, I've always been curious about technology, and I suppose over the past few years, sort of just ended up here. But there wasn't any specific moment that was like, oh, cybersecurity, this is what I need to do. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I imagine the bad hackers, the naughty hackers, get paid a pretty penny because they're holding big companies to ransom. Is there a huge industry for ethical hackers like yourself? Yeah,
certainly. Look, it's a growth industry. We've seen prominent cyber attacks in the media, recently within Australia, Latitude Financial, Medibank, and according to research commissioned by MasterCard, 132 New Zealand business leaders have been experienced cyber attacks, and that number's only going to continue to grow. So I'm working with MasterCard and have done over the past month or two to create a campaign to basically give actionable advice to these small to medium businesses, because it's clear that they're not as resilient as larger companies, and by their very nature, they're focused on client acquisition and scaling, and cybersecurity is the least of their priorities.
Do you think, though, that what kind of proportion do you think of larger companies or larger organisations, even government organisations, have websites that are actually not bulletproof from being hacked as well?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we hear in the media of these large companies being hacked, but what we don't hear is those small to medium businesses. Look, if companies that are well-funded and have cybersecurity staff are being hacked, you can just imagine, the smaller organisations and what they're facing.
Amazing work that you're doing, Jackson Henry. Thank you so much for being with us, ethical hacker. And I know tomorrow's your last day of high school, so congratulations.
Thank you.
And you've certainly got a bright future ahead of you. We appreciate your time.